when I started this campaign, I was going through my head, how can I get the word out that nothing lifts a community more than the people that give back to it? What I mean by that is creating different organizations that allow people to give back. Now, within my platform, I'm all for creating an organization where contractors can give back one free job a year to their community. Contractors are always looking for a way to give back, but they don't have the means or they don't have the vehicle. So why not enable them? Why not enable them through an organization, a pooling of contractors where somebody with a need, somebody who can't afford to pay it, flat out. If somebody needs, if you have a senior living on a fixed income, they can't fix their house 9 times out of 10. If they need painting on the outside, if they need new siding or heaven forbid new windows, the cost of a window is only $250. Cost of installation of that window is actually $250. There's a couple people in Washington Township who install a window for $250. You know what? Enabling contractors to give away that one free job a year would be a great thing, in particular for senior citizens. Senior citizens. Now, I'm going to steal something from the news yesterday because it touched my heart. It absolutely touched my heart. There is an individual in Mississippi who started an organization, and he mows lawns for free for people. He's actually and he does it for seniors, elderly, disabled, and shut-in. And that's his business. He cuts lawns. He cuts lawns for a living. One day of the week, he designates that he does only free lawn cuts. And he does free lawn cuts for seniors, elderly, and disabled. When he sees their grass growing a little high and he's riding through the neighborhood, you know, he actually knocks on their door and says, you know what, if are you having trouble? He said, I'm going to be real, are you having trouble mowing your lawn? And they say yes, and they explain the circumstance. He says, you don't have to worry about it anymore. You don't have to worry about it anymore. I'm going to be here every week now mowing your lawn. What a great thing. And he's actually started an organization in the country. Right now he has kids going out mowing people's lawns and people mowing people's lawns. He has 130 strong across this country alone who bought in, who are now mowing people's lawns for free. It's a great thing. It is a phenomenal thing. It's out of the box thinking and out of the box way of giving back to your community. I don't mean to brag at all, but by this statement, believe me, because it's at the core of my being, and that is I give back over 200 hours a year to my community. And I'm proud to say that. For the last 10 years, I run a holiday meals program throughout Gloucester County where we prepare and deliver 400 meals to elderly, disabled, and shut-in throughout Gloucester County on Thanksgiving, Christmas, and Easter. The woman who started it, Kathy McGee, God rest her soul, she died about 5 years ago. She actually died tragically, as a matter of fact. But what we wanted to do is we wanted to continue that meals program in her honor, and we've grown it to 400 people now. When she was running it, it was about right around 150 to 160, and we've managed to grow it. And when she found out Meals on Wheels delivers a bag lunch to these people 1 or 2 days before the holiday, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and Easter, what resonated with me is she felt that everyone deserves a warm meal on the days that we hold most sacred in this country. So, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and Easter. And we've carried that. We've actually named the program in her honor, and like I said, we're up to 400 meals. And that's the act of one person. One person can make a difference in so many lives. And originally we were getting out about 15 volunteers from my church. And once we started growing up to around 200, I said, you know what? We didn't have enough volunteers. So I went to our local Rotary and asked them if they wouldn't mind sending some volunteers. And I also went to the Chamber of Commerce in Washington Township. And they gladly let me do a presentation. And a gentleman from the synagogue in Washington Township approached me. I said, he approached me and said, is this a Christian thing? I said, no, it's open to everybody. I'm not going to include. If anyone wants to help, I never turn anyone away. Well, what happened? What happened this past Easter? We had more Jewish volunteers than we had Christian volunteers. That's a statement, folks. We had about 30 Jewish contributors and volunteers to our program. And that's what we also need to get back to as Republican Party. The Republican Party has always been the party of inclusion, the party of inclusion.